14. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That one is caught by Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Murray. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 10 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 10 touchdowns on the season. When anyone scored that many times, as a former defender, I know exactly what you're talking about before the game. Key on him. Don't let him get in the end zone today, guys. Let's keep him out of there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
A gain of 5.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Give him 6 yards in the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's
a gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Throwing again, Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins.
Complete to DeAndre.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 6 catches, 71 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Here's Hunt. And he's got room. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
9 yards. It's 2nd
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Murray. They'll roll him, and the pressure gets to him again.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Niners 7, Cardinals 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
28-yard line.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed meet.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just 1 play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Niners 14, Cardinals 3.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At their 49.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Number 88.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 49ers, 19.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
27-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Cardinals 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Completes it to Samuel. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cohen on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
31, Cardinals 6.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are on top as that game has gone to halftime. The Seahawks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
We got three.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Taken down by
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and their lead will swell up to 28.
34. Cardinals 6.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Hunt. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Murray now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 40
from the gun. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Reception here by Ruggs.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Shotgun now from Murray. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Gain of a yard. And this is third down.
From the gun, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Murray flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Murray now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Sliding it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Cardinals 16.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The 29-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. We'll check on his status when we get back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
46-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.